Hey, pipe friends. Louisiana Pipe Guy again. Gonna make another little video. Uh, I'm gonna give a quick rundown of all the tobaccos I keep on hand. I'm gonna grade them on a 1 to 5 scale, and I'm gonna tell you if I keep them or recommend keeping them in my lineup. That means I keep them on hand all the time. If not, I'll tell you it's an occasional smoke or whatever. I'm smoking, this is the first video I've smoked plum pudding in. Kind of doing a review of it. I kind of like the Mississippi River a little better. Something about the Mississippi River's got a little bit more spice to it, I think, and it's a very subtle spice, and I like it a little better. Plum pudding is a keeper, though. It is definitely a keeper. And anyway, as y'all know, I buy a lot of stuff from MAs. Most of what I buy is from MAs. And I'm going to give you a little quick rundown of some stuff here. And y'all bear with me. We'll go over them real quick. This is one called Blackjack. English blend. Got a very little bit left of it. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to give this one about a 3. And its room note's probably a 3. I would say this one would be an occasional smoker, not something I kept in the lineup. Here's a good one. Can't go wrong with this one. Six Kings is MA's #1 selling cherry vanilla. It's a keeper. Scale of 1 to 5 is a 5. Definitely a keeper in the lineup. My first venture into English blends. Outlaw. Picked it up. It's definitely I picked it up by recommendation of Billy over at MA's. Definitely a keeper. I'm gonna rate this one at about a 3.8 flavor, about a 3.8 room note. It's one I would definitely keep in the lineup. Highland whiskey is a new one. Just got it. Best whiskey tasting tobacco I've ever had. We've got a 5 flavor and a 5 room note. I may have just upgraded this to a 5. I think I didn't quite. I may not have graded it that high on the review, but after going back and smoking it, to me, it just gets better and better. This is definitely a keeper, a 5 and a 5. Rum Rummy. This is one I definitely keep on hand. Heavy cased tobacco. It's good if you want to break in a pipe. It's one of the best out there. It's got a really strong rum taste to it, but yet it's smooth. And I would recommend this. It got a 5 room note and a 5 flavor. Definitely a keeper in the lineup. Matter of fact, this is in my top 3. I'm going to say Vanilla Black Cavendish is a guy over there at MA's recommended it. Said he thought it was a good all day smoke. I wouldn't say it's an all day smoke because it is real strong. Matter of fact, I like some vanillas, but this is strong vanilla. I use it. I cut some other cherries with it, and I've mixed it with some other. I smoke this as probably a couple times a month. Flavor's probably a 3. Room note's probably 4. It's got a decent room note. But I'm going to say this one is an occasional. I don't know that I'll keep it in the lineup, but it's an occasional smoke. This was my very first favorite of theirs, Ralph Mix. It was Buddy's. It was his dad's blend, kind of a tropic blend. Got a hint of coconut. This was my first favorite, and it is an aromatic. All of these have been aromatics, with the exception of the Outlaw and the first one I told you, which was Blackjack. Ralph's Mix, like I said, got a hint of coconut. Good smoke. I still give it a 5 and a 5, and yes, I do keep this in the lineup. Black Cream raspberry, I believe with a hint of vanilla. I'm gonna rate its room note at a 4.5, flavor of a good 4.5. And yeah, I keep this in the lineup too. I usually buy it by 2 ounces, but it'll last me a long time. Butter pecan, I hadn't done a review on it. It's not going to be one, though, I can tell you. I'm going to do a review on it, but I'm probably not going to keep this in the lineup. But I'll get to it a little later. I did do the Decadence. It's a chocolate cherry. It's an occasional smoke. I'll occasionally keep it in the lineup. Well, and I went off and left my IQ. It is now my new favorite. I was going to show it to you, but I left it. IQ is my new favorite go-to. Great everyday smoke with MAs. My new favorite English blend is Wall Street. Very subtle English blend. Hint of sweetness to it. It kind of reminds me of the Mississippi River, which is now a new favorite of mine. But I keep Wall Street, Rum Rummy, IQ, and Ralph's Mix all the time. I one of those every day. I smoke a couple of those. May not get around to all 4 of them, but I'm going to pick one of the 4. In pipe and cigar, pipe and tobacco, I'm gonna try to speed up here because running out of time. And I've got some other 10 tobacco that I'm not going to get in tonight. We're just going to do the bulk tobacco ones. Butter rum, I'm going to give it a 4 room note, 4 flavor. It's an aromatic. I'm not going to keep a lot in stock from them, but I would reorder this. I certainly would. Wilshire is their #1 selling aromatic. It's a light aromatic. It's not fruity or anything like that. I'm just about out of it. I'll keep this on hand, 5 and a 5. Highland whiskey, not near the Highland whiskey that MA smokes. It's got a lot of tongue bite to it, and it burns hot. I'm going to say this one is a 3 and a 3. I probably won't ever buy it again, though. Their blend of cherry is called Our Cherry. Got a good 4.5 room note, good 4.5 solid, 4.5 flavor. It'll be a reorder. I'll keep it on hand. Strawberry daiquiri, flavor of a 3, room note of probably a 3.5. It's one I would try again, but I won't keep it in the lineup. Raisin, R-A-Z-I-N, kind of a fruity, and it tastes a little bit like raisin, but it burns real hot, and it does have some tongue bite. It's a dry smoke too. I give it a 2.5 flavor and 2.5 room note, and I won't ever order it again. I've got a couple of, like a mocha blend that my son brought me up from New Orleans. It's pretty good, and a honey blend, but they didn't put the names on them, so I really can't tell you what they are. My over-the-counter, I smoke Captain Black occasionally, but my newfound favorite, and I will keep a pouch of this on hand all the time, half and half. If you hadn't tried half and half, get you some, because this is a good all-day, everyday smoke of an over-the-counter drugstore. It's burly and bright, and I wish I'd have tried this long ago. I just got it last week. I smoke a bowl of this every day. I keep this in the truck. Good, inexpensive over-the-counter. You can't go wrong with half and half. I'll try to do my 10s. I've got some Sutliffs. Well, I've showed everybody most of those, and of course Frogmorton on the Bayou. I want to get on the town. I've got a couple more Frogmortons I want to try. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, God bless you.